Today we're going to learn the concept of pivot charts. So basically pivot charts are used to analyze our data. It's an analyzing tool which helps us to find out the easiest way whatever the thing that we are going to look out for. So let us take an example and see what are the pivot tables are done. So basically pivot table. So if this is the data where a person has applied for interview with 3 different resumes. Now I'm going to check it out how many S calls he has got based on the resume concept for which position that you have to done. So generally if I have to do, I have to use certain function. I have to use either if functions or count if functions, or I have to use certain database function, and for each and everything I have to do. So instead of having multiple functions or multiple formulas to be applied, this job can be done in a much easier way. So let us see how we are going to do it. First job that has to be done is you have to convert your data into a table format. So the reason why you're going to convert your data into table format is it converts your data into a dynamic range, which means I don't have to redo the job again. All I have to do is I have to just use the table, I have to refresh back, and all my data will be easily updated. So that is the reason we are going to convert my data into a table format. So first, either to convert your data into table, one is that you go to insert, click on table, or you can use the shortcut T, Control T shortcut key. So let us go for conversion table. As soon as you click on that, entire table will be selected out. Now it will ask whether your table has got headers. Since if you have got headings, then you have to select this. If you don't have headings, then uncheck this. It will create a separate heading column. So since we have got a heading, it has been checked. Click OK. Now and my entire data has been converted to table. You can just see it has been converted into a table. By default, it will give the table name as table 1, table 2, table 3. Now if you want to give any other name, you can give it. Let me say I want to give a pivot data. I have renamed my table as pivot data. Once you converted data into a table, next is all you have to do is convert your table into a pivot table. Just go to insert tab, click on pivot table. So once you click on this, you get an will be automatically your table will be selected. It will be defined here what it is. Next, it will ask you where do you want to have your pivot table. Either you want to have in a new worksheet. When you click on, by default it will be a new worksheet, means it will create a separate sheet and your pivot table will be. If not, it will go for existing worksheet, which means in this entire workbook you can select any of the sheets here. So if I want my data to be available somewhere here, I'll just go here and click. Then that will be defined. Under this sheet, at this particular location, your pivot table will be there. So let us go for a new worksheet for time being. So go for a new worksheet, click on OK. So this is your pivot table. Now all you have to do is you have to find out what are the things that you require. So you want to analyze what data. Let us say I want to analyze the companies. As soon as you click here, the data will be added to the rows, columns, or the column. So let us add manually, or you can just click let me add manually. So company I have added up. Now I'll add here position. So since both are in the row, I'll put one thing in the under the column position. Next, here interview yes or no I want. So I'll just click here. So since it came up and here, I'll drag and drop under here also under the count options. So how many S came, how many no came. So however you want, or you can just drag and drop however you want. So let me put composition here and interview here. So here for Bell Laboratory admin position 6 no's, 5 S, total is 11. So this is how you can define for all the data that is available here. So that is the pivot table is all about. Once you are done with this, your job of the pivot table will be done. Next, let us see what are the different options that are present in the pivot table. Let us start with the design options. So these are the basically design that will be, these are the predefined designs that are available that will be there. You can modify whatever the designs that you want according to your needs. Now here we have got an options like row header, means already highlighted separate. If you don't want, separate highlighting will not be there for rows and columns. Banded rows, and you click on banded rows, every odd row is been highlighted or style different than even rows. Same thing for banded columns. Now these are the options with respect to the totals. So these are the subtotals. So 6511 is a subtotal for Bell, BMO, CIBC, FIDO. These are the subtotals that are available. So if you don't want any total, just click here and say do not show subtotals. Subtotals will be defined. Then option is show all subtotals at the bottom of the group. One more name, same name will be created at the bottom. Subtotal will be defined. If not, click here, all subtotals at the top of the group. Next is a grand total. So these are the grand total row wise and columns that are defined. If you don't want, I just say on for rows and column. If you want on for only for rows will be on. If you want only for column will be on. If you want for both, it will be on for both. Next we have got report layout. Show in compact, that is by default. Show in outline form, it is a much so expansion form. Then we have got tabular form, the rows and column tables will be defined. Then repeat all items, so the items will be repeated again and again. If you don't want, the best is all in showing compact form. So next we'll go for the analysis part. So here you're going to give the name of the table, pivot table, whatever the name that you want, you can change the name of the table. Under that we have got option. The option basically it is related to the pivot table. Now here the different option that are available, basically you're looking for the option as format option. Now for empty cells, what you are going to do, if there are any blank cells, say for example I've got a blank cell here which shows as blank here. Now I can put some 10 content also, maybe say star. So click OK. So wherever blank cells are there, a star will be defined out for you. Next that we'll be looking on here is field settings. So field setting basically used for the count values here. So whatever the count that you have here, that is been used. So when you click down here, either you can go for the field setting from here or you click on here. So click on value field setting. So value field setting basically go for the what kind of option that you're going to look for. Since I have used for values here, either you want to count, you want to sum. If you want to go for the sum option, then you can click on sum, click OK. So it will find the sum. Since there is no particular sum here, that's why it is not showing it down. If you want say max, click on max. What is the maximum number that will be defined? So again, since each and everything is only one application, that will be defined. So based on your data, you have to select whatever you are looking for. So for this kind of data, for this kind of analysis, better is the count option. So any option that you want, that can be taken care. So next, the refresh or data source options. So refresh option, as I told you before, if at all you modify your table, automatically the data will be updated. Let us see how it can be done. Just go to your pivot table and just modify certain way. I'll just add some data here. Say 24. So 24/5/2011 post, let me say IT, so it is Dell. I'll create new resume 4, some random number I'll add, then I'll say I'll get an employee call as this. Add one more data, Twenty-five 5/2011, same post IT, go for say HP, resume 4, so I have added 2 more data here. I'll go to the pivot table here. All I have to just do is refresh the data, so that whatever I have modified here, that is the 2 rays I have added here, that should reflect back in my data. So right click, refresh from here, or else go to the analysis tab, click on refresh. So also refresh all. Now see, Dell updated, HP updated with the position. Both has been updated. So now, if I reposition this back here, okay, admin and CSR, you can look out here also 3 different positions that have been done. So there is the advantage of converting your data to a table form. If you don't do this, then as soon as you add it here, that will not be reflected back in your pivot table. Again, you have to redo the job again from the beginning. So that's why we are going to convert our data into a table options. Now let us see what are the other options that we have here is change data source. When I want to modify the data, see, as soon as you click on change data source, it will go back to a table. It will ask you if you want to modify it. Since we are converting into a table range, we don't have to modify that data. Then you got a clear, everything will be cleared out. Then you got selection, you can do the selection pivot table. You can move the pivot table to anywhere that you want. Either you are going to move to a new worksheet or you want to existing worksheet, that can be done. So these are the options that are available under the pivot table. Other two options that is there is your filter options. So filters also available here. You can also available here. So slicer, let us start with the slicer option. I click on slicer option. I'll say company. Just click on company, click OK. So you've got a slicer. Slicer basically acts as a filter. Now as soon as you slicer added up, slicer tab will be defined to you. Again, these are the different designs that you want, you can define. Now here columns, which means all the data is in one column. When you are wanting two columns, you can change the data to a two column. You can reposition or place wherever you want. Now you want only data with respect to BMO. So click BMO, it will define the list or data of BMO. If at all you want to select the multiple, then either you have to click here and click multiple options. If not, you can use your control button and click for multiple options. Now if you want to clear a filter, just click here, entire filter will be cleared off. Now second option that is available on the pivot is click on pivot table. Go to analysis is timeline. Timeline is basically work only with respect to time fields. That is, if you got a date field in your data or a time field, then only your timeline will come. So as soon as you click here, see, I can see only a date field here. Click here, click OK. A timeline has been defined with respect to all the dates. So now here I can select from January to December entire months. That is based on the respect to this. I want only data of January. Just click here. January data will be different. If you want only May will be different. If you want only say July data. Now if you want only December there is no data, that's not been defined. Now clear back, it will display you all the data. Now you don't want month wise, you want quarter wise. So 2011 first quarter, second, third, fourth. If you have got one more year 2012, then it will define 2012 4 quarters. Like this, multiple years with quarters will be defined, and only quarter 2 data. So quarter 2 data will be defined, or quarter 3 data will be defined. If you want in years will be defined. Since you have got only 1 year, that's why it is defined. Seeing is only 1 year. If your data has got multiple years, then multiple years will be shown here. Now you want day wise, so it will define all the days right from 1st Jan 2011, that is your date where it starts, that year, an entire year that will be defined. So whichever is convenient to you, that can be defined. You can have multiple options with respect to year. Say I have gone for quarter 2 and I want only bell data. So I will go for say clear all, say I'll see, uncheck the multiple one. So I want only bell data. Along with this, I want say CIBC, use control and click. So these three data that will be different. So this is all about your pivot tables. So this is the best way and the easiest way for you to convert your data into a easiest analysis part. However you want to analyze your data, all you have to do is what are the things that you're looking for. Just go drag and drop wherever you want. What is you want in row, what do you want in column, and what do you want to count it off. Now how do we going to add charts to the pivot table? So go to the pivot table, you've got an option called as pivot chart, or I can go to the insert and then click on pivot charts. So let us go here, pivot chart. I will say go to pivot chart. So I want a pie chart here. Okay, I have selected a pie chart. So based on the data that will be defined. So whatever your data is there, for that your pivot chart will be defined. So if you don't want, I can say this. So analyze pivot chart. Pivot chart for No, that has been defined. All other options are the same what has been defined for charts. Same option, like different charts we define, different options that are available here. Same thing with respect to the format. Everything are the same whatever it has been defined with respect to the charts.